question for you. But first, before I get to the question, small recap of the Razardos YouTube thing. I started doing this basically almost 2 years ago now, and at that point, I basically made every episode about 40 minutes long because I thought, well, 40 minutes, that's kind of a nice number. That's basically the actual length of a TV series episode, not counting all the freaking commercials. But as time went by, it started to get a little bit longer and longer. It went from 40 minutes to sometimes 50 minutes, and then it went up to an hour now and then. And now it's basically almost every time I've landed at around an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes, sometimes an hour and 40 minutes, and sometimes in extreme circumstances when I play something and I just can't help myself from stop playing, like say at least one time in Castlevania Lords of Shadows. 2 hours. That wasn't my intention. I just couldn't stop playing, okay? Because I was hot on the heels of the Forgotten One. Anyway, question then after that little bit of history exposition. Do you prefer shorter episodes, or do you prefer the length they are now, or do you prefer maybe even longer? The reason I'm asking is, sure, I am still doing this mostly for myself, but I also have you to think about, so I have to bend at least a little bit to your whims. I have said before that I'm very willing to play games that you may want me to play, as long as I have them and they look like fun. So yes, please also give me suggestions on games to play. But also, do you prefer shorter, current, longer episodes? I'm very willing to bend a little bit to your whims on that. But anyway, hi. Welcome back to Disco Elysium, Part 7. We finally have our coat, so we're kind of looking like a proper detective. Still on our redemption arc, and were you yawning or were you trying to simulate smoking? We're still collecting tear to try and get enough real to pay our debts. And we have about an hour before we can talk to Kim off duty, so we have snuck in through the harbor without becoming an uber extremist racist, fortunately. And we're just looking around. We already found some communist propaganda. Maybe we should continue looking at it.
The face of King Freecell smiles at you. For some reason, the smile now strikes you as more forced than it did before.
Let me catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine.
Of course it does, because it's communism.
You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd.
Bear wrestling. Tell me more about that.
Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs.
Aw.
You're not even sure where most of these countries are.
Yeah, that's true. I have no idea where most of those countries are. So we are actually kind of Lieutenant Harry. I still think his name is Harry. Until I find evidence otherwise, you, my friend, with the weird expression, you are Harry. We are kind of Harry, because we know absolutely nothing. So, yeah.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What about local concerns?
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbour red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta.
Yeah, these are eerily familiar headlines.
Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Illegally evict them for simply not having paid their rent? Yeah, right, illegally. Charging... Well... No, I do actually kind of agree that charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. In a way. Because I feel like the whole human rights things would be basically water, food, place to live, just so we could, exist and be humans. But I mean, there are kind of ways to live somewhere without getting rent charged. It's just not very comfortable by modern standards. Yeah, wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? I mean, you don't have to have all the luxuries. Just basically have a place to piss and shit and drink water and wash yourself, make food. That's all you really need. And sleep, of course.
According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition.
Does that make me communist? I don't think so. Because, you can agree with certain tenets of things, just this little pick thing, sure. I would love a world where you can live somewhere and not have to pay outrageous rent. I can agree with that without being communist.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Yeah, put it away. Of course. We are kinda very communist. Hey, I got another point in good cop, bad cop. Does that mean I'm a good cop or does that mean I'm a bad cop? I don't know. And I'm even more of a sorry cop. Maybe I should show some more spunk, a little bit more gumption, and be more towards a superstar cop. Apocalypse cop sounds bad. Let's not do that one. Someone left the coffee machine on. Waste of electricity. A standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Alright. This is a typewriter or something? This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Here we have every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. Communism or democracy? Can't have both. Gotta choose. Which one you want more? Some morale healing, that's good, because we've been using up a crap ton of that. Neat office shades. +1 visual calculus and -1 drama. Yeah, I don't care about drama. I want my visual calculus. Hey, put them on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Hey, wait a minute. This one.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Sloppy.
It's unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Yes, very unfortunate. Some very inquisitive person might stroll by and just accidentally open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Well, we've taken step A, we gotta take step B. Let's browse through the folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data.
Ugh.
Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara.
Materials coming into Revachol, check.
And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Sure, but is there anything interesting in there?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
I'm gonna force myself to go through the folders.
Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing.
God damn it, Volition.
Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
Could I actually focus through not focusing?
You are a police officer, not a spiritual healer. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go.
If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other. Yeah, that's kind of relaxing. So let's do that.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there?
Yes.
Right. This is probably not relevant to our case. After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery.
But hey, it's not locked. I can do it again. +1 volition, thought focusing. Let's do it.
You're trying
God
hard,
damn it!
but the data here is unbelievably dry. Something about containers.
Okay, I only have 2 volition, but still. This time it was a over 50% chance. It was 58% or something. At least I made the jump. That was basically 42%. I am not having much luck. I need to find a rabbit's foot or something.
The drawer slides shut smoothly.
Plasma. Can we open this door now? Can we open it from this side? This door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Well, no. I ain't gonna do that. Need to do something behind Lieutenant Kutsurage's back, and then I couldn't read everything else. I'm not gonna do anything bad. What's this? Collecting rainwater. So can I jump down here for all time now, or? What's this? All around you, great machines in quiescence. What is this? Money? Mortar? What's this? That smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him. What smoker? I don't see anyone. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. That's some mortar for me. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. Pilsner? Oh. Yeah, gimme. Oh, is there a smoker in here?
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Nah, so this is where René works. I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Okay, look at the picture.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that picture of René?
Why did I take that picture of René? I guess I'm a cop. It's instinctual to collect evidence.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Okay. can't really go... Oh, we can... Yeah, we can pick up all of these bottles. Give me a moment, Kim. I need to collect money. It's not a lot of money. But, every little bit helps right now. Because I am so far away from being able to pay off my debts. Oh, we can actually go down here, maybe? There are stairs, kind of, but I can't go down. Can go down here, though. What this? Container? Container. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. A composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. More than... Ah, that's Measurehead down there. We're just snooping around. Measurehead can clearly see us from here. Clearly. We are not hidden at all. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvalsund. Kvalsund? Huh? Probably the company. Can't go this way. Oh, huh? Kvalsund means whale fjord in Arden. If you say so. Oh, we can go this way though. I was about to say there's not much in here, but hey, there is. Oh. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Why are you talking about the machines like they're AI? This speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yard below. But we do have a lot of crap to investigate. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. I guess this is locked. I can't interact with it or anything. Oh, if I right-click, stuff pops up, but I... Okay. Saw someone saying some... Ah! Someone is singing. I'm gonna wait to talk to you. Because it's almost 10 o'clock. Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. And since time seems to flow whenever you're talking to people, we're gonna wait. The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. Oh. A stair of pallets, made of pallets leading up. Oh. Hi. You're a big guy, ain't you? A taxidermy fish that tells time. So, what happens if it becomes after hours while in a conversation? Let's find out.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
And it looks like his right eye is a lazy eye.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny chair opposite to his giant desk. Not the kind of voice I expected from a man with your paunch. Mr. Dubois? So we're Harry Dubois? Interesting.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues. So you're Everard.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
That does look like a very, very comfy chair you're sitting in, Mr. Evrar.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at me, then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
He turns back to his typewriter.
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Fine, I'll sit down.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives me a sly wink. Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Razardos Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge. A check?
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again. Is this a bribe? I mean, it would solve my problems.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Wait, 25? This should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria. No, because I owe 130 real. Wait, you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
I'll take the check, but I'll say nothing.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
No, it's cool.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
You know a lot of things, don't you, Mr. Clare? I only just learned about my lost gun myself. There's also the little matter about my lost badge. That's probably still somewhere around here.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I feel like I'm getting too much in debt with this guy. First the check for 25 real, and now he's gonna help me look for my gun? Why? What's your angle? I mean, how do you know about my lost gun? He probably has people everywhere and knows everyone, knows basically everything that's going on. So... let's be civil, actually. I would appreciate any help you could provide.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
So we are named Harry, just like the letter addressed to a Harry said. So we are Harry Dubois. And why so familiar? Do we know each other?
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
I'm undecided if I like you or not.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
-1 took the novelty check. -2, the chair is killing me. Let's try not to panic. I mean, 17% chance.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
No, I'm not about to cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
I'm losing so much morale in this conversation.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
He's Mr. Dubois. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water, sit upright, and torment my back even more.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
We met Joyce? Or help me get a dead body down from a tree? Yes. Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree? Because I don't trust Mr. Racist.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Also, I studied the footprints at the crime scene. Worker boots.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radiophone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
He hangs up and turns back to you. So Measurehead's name is actually Jean-Luc.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
Great guy. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body.
But...
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yeah, what are you getting at?
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
The lieutenant says with a slow nod.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life, sure.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
And why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose. So you mean a snitch? A squealer, a whistleblower?
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
He puts his glasses back on. Just unlock the door and leave it so you can go in and beat his ass? Fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
He flicks his fingers.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
He smiles, obviously satisfied with how well he planned it all out. I think we already met Manana.
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
So you saw me jumping then? I too am surprised by the resilience and athleticism of this tool I have been provided with.
Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive.
It was better than becoming a measure-heading racist. So, yeah, I'll take that leap any day.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
You called me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name? The Hanging Corpse? I forgot about him, actually, and that corpse talked to me. I've mostly been going off the letter we found in my Ledge of Hatred.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
He shrugs with an amazed expression.
I think the odds of that are very low.
Come on, Kim.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
I mean, my memory is fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder.
You know, I do kind of like this guy in a way. He's kind of smug, but it's not the wrong kind of smug.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Evrar over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
His eyes never leave mine.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
I mean, I could have another look at the folder. Let's get this straight. What is my full name? Harry Dubois.
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
Okay, I like it. I can work with that.
And I can work with you, Harry. Now, what else can I do for you?
He raises his index finger. What kind of a cop does it say I am?
Well, Harry, if I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic.
I am a sorry cop. It's time to become more confident, though. What? I'm not apologetic. I'm confident.
Well, you sure come off as very confident in all our interactions, Harry. You're a real man's man.
Where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
Spy network without being a spy network.
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
What isn't corrupt around these parts?
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Have another look at the folder.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
That's not an RCM folder, Everard.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man, so is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
He looks annoyed.
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois?
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Okay, I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along.
He adjusts a button on his sleeve.
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. I'm not a jealous guy.
So why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
Alright.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
Uh-huh.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
Mm-hmm.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Let's not jump down his throat about the drug trade just yet. We have no evidence or anything. We need to go talk to the lorry people first, so we're going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
He leans, reaches into his drawer. He leans and reaches into his drawer and pulls out a plastic card. Great! Wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now.
Yes.
A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
I don't have to take the leap every time I want to get in. Good. Oh, we can talk to Kim now. Probably because it's after hours.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Yeah, well, I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
We should take care of that then.
But I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Alright, sure. I do have the check for 25 real. I have some tear. I'm gonna... Hopefully Fritta is still open. So I can get some money for my tear. Also, what was this? No? There we go. Look, something forgotten on the coffee table. Oh, really? I don't see anything. There's nothing forgotten on the coffee table. You're lying to me. My own thoughts are lying to me. You can sleep after 9 and it heals everything. Okay. I probably need to invest in more morale healing things. Because I keep taking morale damage. Because we are sucky. Also, is it this dark just because it's night? Probably. We can just run back to Fritta. Okay, so should be able to get in here now. Should be able to go through here. Don't be afraid to say something. Loading screens are so damn quick, man. Reading passes time quickly. I saw that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck you, Measurehead. Mañana has gone home. So I guess we'll see him mañana. So have all the strikers. Was this Fritz? This might be Fritz. I am going to... Are you the same girl as before? Do you work 12-hour shifts or something?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Insert my bottles!
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
3 real. Oh, I was hoping for a little bit more. I have not been keeping tabs on... Said that Revachol. Okay. I saw there was some money up there. However, the hell I'm gonna get there. Then again, with every bottle basically giving me 10, so I had 33 bottles in there. That's kind of impressive, actually. It's so dark. Yeah, let's go talk to Gart. Oh, there are people here now. A lot of people. And I will talk to them, but I want to talk to first to Gart, then to Kim.
Can I help you?
So, about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
Can I pay with this check? Show him the giant novelty check.
You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check?
It was worth a try. The cafeteria manager stares at me, baffled.
This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it.
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kim is about to say something. Let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
He adjusts his glasses.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Oh, we're gonna go a little squeeze him a little bit, eh?
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
He stops mid-sentence.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on, I still have my key, you know?
Good luck trying to use it.
He taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the counter.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
We're done here. In your motor carriage, huh? I promise, Kim, if you give me money or something, I will pay it back. I swear by my plastic bag. So what do you have in your motor carriage? Because I really don't want to sleep out.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers,
Doors
a radio
tonight.
microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Okay.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Look in the suspect transport enclosure.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
Ooh.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those things?
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
Mm-hmm. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
I mean, isn't that corruption? Does that mean I'm accusing Kim of being corrupted, or does that mean I'm accusing the coalition of being corrupted? Yeah, because he stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Which is understandable. You I mean, sure, you can go a little bit slower than the speed limit, but not so much that you screw up traffic. And he was coalition official's son and high. That's not really corruption. That's people doing stupid things. Look at the spinners. I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing.
That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want to put these spinners on your machine here?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cup with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yes. Outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile. barely visible in the dark.
I'm so damn sorry you have to sell them because of me.
As I said, they're useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
Well, thank you. I really do appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Now I feel bad. Also, where were we supposed to talk to Kim? On the balcony. We have already been to the pawn shop. I think it was in here. I kinda liked the shopkeeper. Hi, I have stuff to sell, unfortunately.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
No, it's cool that you're still open. It's big city vibes.
The pawn shop is always open.
There's something I would like to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
I mean, he should like them, because he's been staring at the lights all day, the lights from the projector, so it should be right up his alley.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump-a-mesque banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts out the cash. Sorry.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Is there a way that you can actually get the 130 real so you don't have to sell these? Or maybe you can gather enough money eventually to buy them back, because it is a pawn shop after all. You're not going to be selling them for 200 real though, are you? I am going to try and make it my mission to buy back those hubcaps.
Thank you.
He takes the cash and then turns to me.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pockets.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
What about the... Do I really want to sell any of these? I guess I could cash this in eventually. I mean, the empty cassette case? It's only 50 though? Fuck it. I don't have anything to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
Yes. Let's go back. Give Gart his blood money. Or, you know, money for the damages. Damage money! Actual money, not blood money. Just money. Then we're gonna have a nice chat with Kim up on the balcony before we turn in for the day. Most chicks has a secret something something. Hey, Gart.
Can I help you?
So about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
Yes, I have your money.
Well,
Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
And how much is it per day?
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow.
He takes out his keychain and fiddles with the mechanism behind the counter.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Okay, okay. I can cover the first night with my giant check. Just have to go to Fritta and cash it in.
I'll take a room here too.
He opens his wallet.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
No, not at this point. So, let's go up to the balcony and have my debriefing with Kim. I've been waiting to do that for some time now. Come on. Here, Kim. Yeah, we should be able to have our talk here. Or? This is the balcony, right?
Yes?
Ah, there we go. I want to talk about you.
What about me?
This isn't it. We've already been here. So for
Good.
now...
Let's change the subject.
End of day debrief with Kim. Join him on the whirling in rags balcony, and when you're calling it a day, do I have to actually go to my room and call it a day? So what if I go in here?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go. This is what I wanted. Okay. Okay. We're gonna
The
talk.
air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
He lights a cigarette. I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
I see. Something of a ritual, okay?
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How do you get to be so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easy to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, below it all.
Right then, the debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
He pulls on the cigarettes. So, how do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it.
And the music is kind of drowning out the voice. Yes. Well, it is what it is.
I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up.
Mm-hmm.
The body is still hanging from that tree, which is unfortunate. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
We will be getting the body down tomorrow, though. I generally prefer to start with searching the scene and then move on to removing dead bodies.
It's not my job to evaluate your methodology, officer. I'm just going through the facts. As for the interviews...
Actually, can I... If I escape here, can I? I can, okay. Let's maybe, just for now, tell the music to fuck off a little bit. Oh, that was way too low. Maybe like that. We'll see if it...
We conducted an interview with Everard Clare.
Nope, it's still... Damn. So I guess something happened and the music was just... Boom! Up there for some reason. And now it's not changing at all. Whatever.
He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
No, he really wasn't. We need to talk more with him eventually.
He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everards.
Yeah, he's a tough cookie, that one. I'm sure I can get him to tell us more.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
Claire. Who was Claire? Big relief. It's a very serviceable name, too.
Moving on. We tried to interview the Wild Pines rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it.
That did not go as planned.
I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
He purses his lips.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Yes, we're going to try and get her to talk to us for sure.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Okay, is that because I actually ran? Did the game pick up on that? If so, that's kind of cool.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
Okay, electrochemistry. I'm training for... No. Yeah, that's just... No. I don't like to waste time, you know? My mind moves fast. The rest has to try to keep up.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarettes. Calling me old.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles, suddenly. Okay, I kind of thought that the green and orange clashed a bit myself, but then again, when it comes to anything, just anything related to fashion, I suck. So what are our powers exactly? The RCM, I mean.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Ravachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Right, I had something like that in my ledger of hatred. I could do fines or something. Can I actually give fines to people? Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Yeah. Yeah. So 1,000, why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Ravachol.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Yeah, that was the other thing, the station call. So it was basically fines, station call, and something with bodies. But wait, how can you be sure that the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see. And if someone would to resist?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
Okay. That is not a guarantee that it's a allowed, I guess, kill. because we already heard about how corrupt you are here, taking bribes and everything. But I trust you, Kim. You seem to be a good one. I am so sorry you're settled with me.
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Good, unless Internal Affairs would also be corrupt. So what happens to the people that we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket, where he keeps his notes. Okay, and who makes all of these rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern, more broadly.
Mm-hmm.
The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window. Below that just went dark. Oh, on a window below that just went dark. Never mind. Reading is difficult.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Point of contention. Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
As it should be.
Or if they think you do.
So this moral intern... Moral intern? What is it?
The Moralists International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
So, but let's say if I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
I see, and what do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Okay.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
So who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Yeah.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory.
Yeah, I get it. Conceptualization and logic. I get it. Thank you.
Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
Okay, electrochemistry, if you say so. But what do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
Well, I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim, white thing in his fingers. Things are bad out there in the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. No, we're not gonna go even deeper into communism. No. Much too silent to immigrants, liberal kipped fucking men are turning into women. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. They have done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Yeah, you know, vigilantes does sound bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
He looks at the roundabout.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
Ah, so it's Monday. Gotcha. That's why this day sucked. Say nothing, just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. 2 glowing circles.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno.
I know, right?
It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
He pulls on the cigarette. Also, I feel a sneeze coming on. 2 sneezes, actually. Woo. And yeah, the mouth on that kid Kuno and Kuno-S, the girl behind the fence. So why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our 2 precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCN land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky. It's right here at the edge. The horse without a neck.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
You know, I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
You know, thank you for this, Kim. Thank you.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. No, we could go. Or, there are still people down below to talk to. I'm not ready to call this a day. Not yet. And let's do some more running, Kim. I heard you like running. So, can I... Aw. I thought I would be able to talk to people. This door is open now. It wasn't before. Wait. This is the kitchen, right? Yes, this was open before. It's this that wasn't open. It should be open tomorrow, hopefully. They said something about this. We're waiting for the Union dudes, and we'll have to wait until tomorrow. Are you more talkative today? It's all about the money. Dum 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 dum. Now, I do have 1 level point, but I am going to save that for whatever check I needed for the supernatural investigation. I don't actually remember what I needed. I should have written that down somewhere. So I'll have to go back to her and see you in the morning. Yeah. So, here we are then. Thank you. Bye. Huh, the woman isn't there anymore? She had that room, I think. Or was she over here? Can I do anything about the expression yet?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Now I need some more encyclopedia or electrochemistry. That is quite the horrible picture. And it slowly zooms out. I wonder.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
That's a bed? I thought that was a trashed
The fan
couch.
stands still.
Actually, can we knock on Kim's door? What about this? Can we talk to whoever's here?
The door is closed.
Try the handle.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
This is where she was. Knock again, much harder.
Still nothing.
Okay. And I guess if someone was hammering on my door at 11 in the evening, I wouldn't open the door either. There we go. Close the door. Then we go to sleep.
The bed is cold and not.
Yeah, crawl in.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Uh-huh. Don't know what that was about, but okay. Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow?
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the blankets.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
No, not images. What kind of images? Oh. I'm still holding my plastic bag. Guess we're going to the corpse. Yeah, something's shining over here. As long as I don't have to fucking talk to Kuno. Up, hello, corpse. Oh, that's me in a disco ball. Hanging. Ooh. That's unsettling. That's really unsettling.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
Bloated corpse of a drunk. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
You said, who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there, One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
Is that you, ancient reptilian brain?
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
You know, I can get it all back. I believe in myself. I can get it all back. It might be a long and hard and harsh road, but I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me.
This is a very depressing dream.
You failed Elysium.
Wait, what's Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I don't like this. I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Damn. Up we go, Harry.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god, what the hell was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
No, electrochemistry, no. No, go away.
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Wait, what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. ready to go to war against the world.
No, I can take this. I am not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
We are not going down that hole again. This is our redemption arc. We are not. We are going to pick up this tear, though. All of this money. Oh, I can pick up this bottle? And nothing else here. There's another bottle here. Gonna try and make something. You're still spinning. Oh, more bottles. Yep. Any more bottles? They don't show up on this, so I have to be extra careful. No more bottles. Okay, so we had a weird dream. Aha. Very weird, very depressing dream. I felt really uncomfortable during that whole thing, to be honest. But it's a new day. It's Tuesday. Monday is over. Monday, the worst day of the week. Finally over. So what's in store for us this day? Well, cash the check. Pay for another night here. Do the tear while we are at it. Investigate lorry drivers. Talk to them. Go back to Musclehead and see if we can't get the corpse down. And talk some more to Evrar, I think, after we potentially find out more about the drug deal. And then also go back to Joyce. And also go back to the woman with the cursed neighborhood. We have to go there and figure that out. So that's what's in store next time. Going to leave this episode here for now. If you made it this far, thank you for stopping by and being here and watching. Remember that you, my friend, you are always appreciated, so please take care of yourself and try to stay kind. Yeah, let's all try to stay kind. We need a little bit more kindness in the world. Anyway, hope to see you around.